What's up, guys? Your boy Lucci back again with yet another class setup guide for you for Call of Duty Warzone. And today we're going over something that's highly requested. I've been putting out a few different clips with me using the M13, and you guys constantly ask what I'm using for attachments on this. So that is what we're going to go over today. Before I get started, I just want to thank you guys for 4,000 plus subscribers on the YouTube channel. We hit that milestone. I think we're closing in on 4,300 at the time of me recording this video. So again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the videos. It means a lot, and let's keep this train rolling, baby. Make sure you hit that sub button if you are new here with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any future Warzone content. We got a lot coming down the pipeline planned, and let's go for another 100 likes on today's video for the like rating goal. You guys smashed that goal in like 6 hours on the last video, which, what? But seriously, guys, I can't thank you enough for the support. It's been amazing. You guys are all freaking awesome, and we're killing it here on the channel with the support. So again, I've been saying it a lot, but thank you once again. So the M13, or the laser beam, as I like to call it. I mean, everybody calls every gun a laser beam in Modern Warfare Warzone, right? But this thing, I mean, this has probably got some of the best recoil at range that I've ever seen for an assault rifle. And the M13 has slowly become my go-to assault rifle in Warzone. The Grau is phenomenal, probably a top tier gun in Warzone. The M4 is also phenomenal, but there's just something about the M13. I know the damage isn't as high, I get it, but there's just something about it, man. And if you use the M13 a lot as your main assault rifle, you know what I'm talking about when I say that. So without further ado, let's get into my M13 class setup and what I use to make this gun all that it can be. So the class here on run is the M13 and MP7. A lot of people, I've been experimenting with MP7 attachments. I run no stock, I think, a lot more often than I do with the stipple grip tape that I have on here right now. And just a quick MP7 guide. You guys have, if you haven't already seen my MP7 class setup guide, I'll leave it in the description below. But you can go check that out. That's just one of the MP7 builds I use. And I believe it was this exact setup. I have been experimenting with not stippled grip tape and no stock a little bit more so I can run faster. So this is probably what I'll be running primarily from my MP7 from now on, but we'll see. I always switch it up. I'm not one that keeps with the same exact thing for too long. But anyway, we got double time, we got overkill, we got amped, we got the C4s, and we got the stuns. I always try to pick up a second loadout and get restock at some point later in the game. So that's what we're doing there. But let's get into the M13, shall we? So for the M13, I use the monolithic suppressor. Shocker, right? For the barrel, I use the Tempest Marksman. This is the only barrel for the M13 that actually gives you damage range and recoil control. As you can see, the Mini is more so like an SMG style barrel. It just gives you ADS and movement speed, and the Cyclone gives you sound suppression and bullet velocity. So it's like a built-in silencer, but you lose a lot of the range. So honestly, with the M13 in Warzone at least, I feel like the Marksman has to be your go-to if you're going to use this as a proper assault rifle. Now with the third attachment for the M13, for me personally, the M13 is one of those ARs that I cannot stand the iron sights for the life of me, so I have to use an optic on this. Now, you guys might feel different. Honestly, if it comes down to me, I think you're a psychopath if you use this with iron sights, but I can't do it, but maybe some of you can. It's just not for me. So I've actually been experimenting with two different sights, and you might have seen these in some of my TikToks. The one from the TikTok that I recently posted where the dude called me a hacker and it was the end game where I just beamed him was the PBX Hollow 7 sight with the blue dot. But more recently, I've actually also been experimenting with the one I have on this build, which is the Corp Combat Hollow sight. It gives you more of a narrow field of view instead of the wide with the PBX, but either way, we're going with the Corp Combat Hollow sight, so we get a little bit more zoom than the GI Mini Reflex, because anything close quarters, I'm going to be using that MP7, so the M13 is really for those like mid to long range beams, so I want something that zooms in a little bit more. So you could always go with the GI Mini Reflex here. Obviously, it's another good sight. The VLK 3.0, some people go with that, but I feel like a good middle ground between the VLK and the Mini Reflex is this Hollow sight or the PBX7. So try it out. If you don't like it, don't use it, but I prefer it, so it's been working for me. Fourth attachment we have is Commando foregrip, and the fifth attachment we have here is 60 round mags. And we got the sweet Atlanta Phase camo and charm on this gun. I'm a huge fan of Phase, especially Nick Merckx. The fact that Nick Merckx is on Phase now, M-Fam all day, baby. So I had to show some support. Where the M13 really stands out for me is its accuracy at range and its fire rate. I mean, the thing spits out bullets, so obviously, you know, you gotta take that into consideration a little bit. The gun's gonna get a little bit jumpy, let's say, at longer ranges. But I feel like it's just so easy to control the M13. And for that reason, because of its damage output, its fire rate, and its accuracy, I think the M13 is probably like a #1 assault rifle when it comes to like beginner players for Warzone. I know Cloaksy. If you haven't already checked out Cloaksy on Twitch, and if you're living under a rock for some reason and don't know who Cloaksy is, I'm pretty sure the M13 is his main gun that he uses in Warzone, and for good reason. This thing is a laser beam. So guys, try this M13 build out. I think you'll really enjoy it, and let me know like what attachments you guys would like to see on the M13. Like what do you use for your M13? Do you use Commando foregrip, or do you use something like Operator, or maybe even a Ranger foregrip? Let me know what you guys have seen and kind of like what the differences are, because I've been experimenting with different grips and stuff like that and different sights, and I'm just trying to get an overall feel for the M13. But I found that this build works really well for me, and I won a 15 kill solo with it. Not the biggest game in the world, but it was still a solid game nonetheless, using this exact loadout with the M13 MP7. Had a few nice kills off drop at Superstore to really get the kill counter up there. So enjoy this gameplay. It's just a solo, so there's not going to be any talking in the gameplay, but if you like that type of stuff, I'm just going to be basically cutting the solo gameplay down to basically just the kill, so you guys don't get bored and you guys can kind of just see the highlights of this gameplay. So enjoy the gameplay, guys. I got another class setup guide coming out this week, and then I am moving my apartments. So if you don't see a video from me for like maybe 1 or 2 days, that's why. We're going to be in the new setup soon. The background's going to change a little bit. Got to get the new LED lights up and all that stuff. And then streams will become extremely regular. You're going to be seeing a lot more Twitch streams, as well as these YouTube videos getting pumped out. So again, thank you guys for the support. If you're not already subbed, drop that sub before you go. Drop a like on the video. Leave a comment down below letting me know what gun you want to see next. I've already covered a bunch, which will all be listed in the description below. You can go check those videos out. And that's it for me. Peace.
Clear to engage all targets. The AO. You're up, soldier. Now come on. You're going back to the front line. You've earned it.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Losing ground.
Oh my
Bounty
god.
target is down. Well done.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Be advised, enemy team is tracking your location. There's less than 10 to go. You can win this. In. New safe zone located. Gas is closing in. Only 4
Yep, that's a
enemies
hacker.
remain. You know what to do. Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.